Hello everyone and welcome. My name's Lainey and this is Big Girls Really Do Cry. So I've decided to do a review of 2020. I have done a yearly review before of 2019, so I thought I'd do the same again, although this time it's actually a full year of YouTube in it, because last year I only started YouTube in the August, so this one will be a full review. Obviously, you know, we have all had an horrendous year with COVID, and I'm not going to talk about that too much because I think we've all heard enough, haven't we, to be honest. So I'll just review what I remember of it, and hopefully I'll highlight all the good bits as well as the very sad bits too. But more focus on the good bits, I think. Okay, so starting with January. In January, I don't really remember much happening, apart from it went on forever. It felt like it was the 60th of January by the time it ended. Like, I just remember it just seemed to drag and drag and drag. And then kind of February, I don't really remember much of. It just seemed to disappear. And it was March. In March, both me and my daughter became poorly. I do believe we both had COVID. This was back in a time when losing your sense of smell wasn't part of the criteria as it is now, and I didn't lose mine completely, but Laura did, which was very strange, she said. But yeah, we were both pretty poorly. Worst I've ever felt in my life. Never experienced anything like that. It was very sinus sort of weird related around my nose. I mean, obviously it hit my chest as well. My chest was really bad too, but and coughing and bringing up whatever, but like it was just sort of around here, like all of my sinuses were like kind of out of sync or something. It was very weird. Losing my voice here. Anyway, moving on to April. April was epic because April, Nick and Andrea Hills, Andrea had an idea and she decided to, because they were meant to go to a festival and they didn't get to go, so they decided to hold a festival online. And it was just epic. It was absolutely amazing. There was all sorts happened, and highlights for me, or the highlight for me was the dancing. So Lex decided to hold a alternative DJ slot type of thing, and loads of people did. There was constant stream of things going on throughout the weekend. I did like a late night thing, but definitely the highlight was Lex's alternative music, sort of 80s music, because it was an 80s festival and everybody dressed up. A lot of people dressed up who were online and stuff, and there was a bez off and there was dance, and it was just amazing. And it raised, I'm not sure exactly, but it was definitely well over £6,000, and that was just epic. And then in May, I don't really recall anything much happening in the May. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can't remember. In June was my birthday. It was my 45th birthday, so I did 3 live streams. I think that was Run Reseller Run was first, and then so it was Run Reseller Run, and it was so funny. That was epic, and I really need to do that again. This is so funny. And then I did a giveaway, so I had presents, so you had answer a question, I think it was, and then you got to like choose a gift, pick a number, and I did 1 to 45, and I mean, it went really well, and it was a lot of fun, but it was long. That bit was long, and then we just all got drunk after, and that was cool. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. July, I think, like, sort of, I mean, I've put, like, obviously everybody clapping for the NHS and Captain Tom and things like that, but I think that was kind of throughout the summer and spring and summer, really, for all those things, but I've just put them in there. And then sadly in the August, suddenly my auntie passed away, my auntie San, which was very sad, my mum's younger sister. Yeah, that was really hard. And on top of that, there started to be other things as well, like my dad was in and out of hospital a lot, my brother had been in hospital, my nephew had gone in. These were all over the next sort of couple of months, and my dad sadly passed away in October. Yeah. So he passed away on the 5th of October, after spending, I think he was in hospital for 3 weeks. He was in a sort of extra care facility 2 weeks before that. I didn't get to see him. I hadn't seen him since March, and no one could be with him. It's really hard, that bit. Yeah. Obviously, you know, there was still a lot of things happening, and I had planned to do the charity channel hop at the end. So I'd planned to do the charity channel hop on the 30th of October, and I did debate about cancelling it, but I thought, you know what, you need something to focus on this, and I did, and I focused on it, but at the same time I didn't want to stress about it because I think that wouldn't have worked. So I just made my mind up that whatever would be, you know, and if it worked, it worked, if it didn't, it didn't. Something will happen, and that'll be, you know, there'll be something, would raise something, you know what I mean? And I thought, so I'm not going to stress about it, and I didn't. I didn't really stress about it. I was a bit nervous just as it was about to start, understandably, and I'd set like a £500 start, which was blown out the water before the thing even went live. And I started on Nick and Andrew's channel at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, finished on mine at 2 o'clock in the morning after streaming for 12 hours on 35 different channels, and including gift aid, we raised £6,146.60. Like, I absolutely was blown away. I still am blown away. I still cannot get my head around how that happened, and it went so smoothly. Like, you know, it was amazing. It was just so amazing to do that, and to every single person, like all of us doing that together, like as a community, you know, resellers and YouTubers. It was just amazing, absolutely amazing, and it was a great help to focus on that and not focus on, you know, what was happening. Obviously, in between that, I had my dad's funeral, and a few days before we had the so the channel hop was on the Friday, and on the Tuesday both my niece and my mum went into hospital. So my mum, because they couldn't control her blood sugars, my niece because she had preeclampsia, and you know, I did think, well, maybe I should just cancel it, maybe I should just not do it. And I thought it was all this planning, and obviously we'll see how things go, and you know, and with everything, and baby Arthur was born. Little baby Arthur was born on the same day, so I got the news in the middle of it, and everything was fine, and that was just amazing. He was just little £5 9 ounces, but such a positive thing that we needed, such a beautiful little boy, and so yeah, that was amazing. And then move into November, and 5 weeks after my dad died. So my dad died on the 5th of October, and 5 weeks later, 5 weeks and a day, so 5 weeks and a day later, my mum died, on the 10th of November. Right, sorry. It's just been like it's not real. Still can't believe it, really. So obviously, we went through the motions at a funeral, another funeral. We've still got our ashes, which are going in with my dad on the 7th of January, so we'll do that. So yeah, we're moving to December. It's currently Christmas Eve. About a week ago, my friend was put into an induced coma. She's my age, and I'm really hoping that she makes it through. She got COVID. They said that she's critical but stable, so I am fingers crossed hoping that she makes it through. It's just, this year has been so horrendous, and I'm determined it's not going to end horrendous, and I know that my parents would not want it to end horrendous. Mum loved Christmas, and so yeah, I'm going to do Christmas. I'm going to do Christmas. I'm going to pull myself apart. I'm going to go live at 9 o'clock and do my Christmas Eve club, whether you're on your own or you're not on your own, and you just want to have a laugh, and we'll just have a laugh. I've got some quizzing, probably have some music. I'll do the same on New Year's Eve, and 2020 I will be doing a review for, not a review for, a goals for, which is kind of hard to do in the middle of a pandemic, I suppose, but I will do my best. There's still goals I can do, and I'll go from there. And I really hope that everyone out there has a lovely Christmas as best you can, whoever you're with, wherever you are, and in any which way that you celebrate. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. So that just leaves me to say a massive thank you to every single person within the community, YouTubers and resellers, to every single person who who follows, comments, subscribes, shares, likes, you know, sent us good wishes with all that's happened this year. People who have actually become my friends, who I've gotten close to and now class as friends. And I just want to thank you all so much, and you know, to say that I'll be here next year, and hopefully it'll be a better year. I'll make it a better year anyway. So thanks very much again, and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.